So I came on here to share something that I learned recently about communication, and an area where I thought I was being helpful and I'm actually not. And I'm sorry that I don't have the author of this quote, but I will, because I just decided to jump on. I will go and find it and then put it in the comment section. But recently, a friend was sharing with me, and I'm going to try to fabricate some of the story just so it's not identifiable to the person. But they got a new puppy, and they were sharing with me some frustrations about having a new puppy. And I had just gotten a puppy a couple years ago and gone through some of those same things. And so as they were sharing their frustrations about, dealing with their new puppy, I was just like giving them advice. This is what I did. This is what helped me. Just shooting advice at them. And then I could tell that in that conversation that they started to get frustrated with me. And I was like, I'm a problem solver. I got all into my ego. I was like, if you're going to talk to me, I'm giving solutions. I'm a problem solver. I solve problems. Like, if you come to me with a problem, solve a problem, I'm going to help you out. But I didn't really realize how unhealthy that communication style was, how toxic it was to that person, how it did not help the connectiveness in that relationship, until I ran across this YouTube. I don't know, YouTube be knowing what I'm thinking sometimes. And it said, it was like a video that was talking about seven ways your communication is toxic and you don't realize it. And one of those ways is just when someone comes to you, is just giving them your solutions. And it's unsolicited. You're just giving them the solutions, or what you did and how you overcame that issue. And there's several reasons why that is problematic. And one of the reasons is that people are processes. They're not products. Sometimes people are talking to you about things while they're in process. They're processing their emotions, their feelings, and their experience by this conversation with you, and they're not looking for your solutions. They're in their process. Also, when you do that, it oversimplifies what that person is going through, and it takes away and negates the emotional aspect of it, the feelings they're experiencing. Maybe there's some triggers that you didn't have going on with you when you went through that issue, and they have certain triggers or certain emotional barriers or certain emotional things that they need to process through that you didn't have that difficulty. And here you come oversimplifying it and throwing a solution at it that worked for you that may not even work for them. And it kind of signals to that person that they're silly and dumb because they couldn't figure that out on their own. And a lot of times, maybe the person already had that solution. They know what to do, but they're processing. They're in their process. And another thing that it does is it really disconnects you from the person in that situation, because sometimes you're projecting onto them things that aren't even part of their issue. Like you're giving advice and you got it all wrong. Like maybe the way they're explaining the situation to you is not the way you went through it, and you're throwing out this advice and they're just like, yeah, that's not even where my issue is. And you're just like you're filling in holes in that conversation based on your experience, and it's not helpful because it's not even relating to how they are experiencing something similar, like having a puppy. Like something so simple can be experienced in different ways. And so I was like, whoa, I can't believe I've been this toxic thinking I'm being helpful. And so I had to apologize to that person. But let me tell you what sealed it. Let me tell you what sealed this learning experience in for me today. All right. So, last night, I'm on a health journey. I usually go on health journeys just to lose weight, manage my weight. But right now I'm actually trying to live longer and be healthy. And I'm in my process, and I'm talking about my process, and I'm like sharing things on my Facebook because that's what I do. And so I posted a picture last night about how I was organizing my refrigerator with clear containers to show so that I can see my healthy food. And I'm switching out my basket, my containers in my pantry, which usually are in clear baskets, so I could see all my snacks. Now are going to be in the refrigerator, and I'm putting baskets that are not clear in my pantry so I can't see my snacks, and it's not like the top of my head. I'll easily see my healthy stuff and I'll forget about my unhealthy stuff. And I'm just sharing my process. I'm not asking for advice. And I wrote the post and I said to myself, I said, I know when I post this, there's going to be people giving me advice. The obvious, don't buy unhealthy snacks. Duh. Like when I posted it, I knew that. I'm not at the place where I want to deprive myself of unhealthy snacks. That's not part of how I want to move towards health. Like I don't want to move towards health and deprivation, because that's what I did when I was always doing all these diets just to lose weight. And then it was unrealistic for me. And then I would just go right back to the way I was eating because it just was unrealistic. I want to slowly gravitate towards healthy choices. And so people are posting their advice on my page. And one person said, mix water with your juice and you'll be fine, because they see the juice in my refrigerator. How do you know that I don't already do that? Like you're just throwing advice. You're totally just disregarding my process, and you're filling in information that wasn't there, that you're projecting onto me. And then somebody else said, if you buy your son healthy snacks and don't get him the unhealthy snacks, that will help. But those snacks weren't for my son. The unhealthy snacks are my snacks. So once again, filling in information and projecting maybe what you went through when you did it. Maybe you were buying your child unhealthy snacks. I am buying myself unhealthy snacks. My son is actually the reason I have healthy snacks, because he likes to eat healthy. So this healthy stuff started in the refrigerator because of him. So, and then it just totally simplifies what I'm experiencing emotionally, the history, the trauma that I've experienced from all these yo-yo diets, why my process is my process. It oversimplifies me into this little dot of, oh, you just don't know what you're doing, and I do. And that is detrimental when you're communicating with people, especially if you're trying to be someone who's connecting with someone and you're trying to be helpful. Sometimes people just want to share their experiences, their processes, and they just want somebody to listen. Or sometimes people are just sharing because somebody might be going through something similar, and what's happening with them and how they're processing might be useful to somebody else. And that may not be your situation. So that share, that whatever, is not for you. But to just dump your unsolicited advice on somebody is a very toxic way to communicate. And it happens a lot on social media. Social media is the breeding ground for dumping unsolicited advice. When people post, here comes all the advice warriors. And so, and I can't say I haven't done it. I know, I'm trying to be helpful, and I'm 100% positive the people who posted that on my post, which I'm going to actually hide so that nobody can go and I don't want people to feel like I'm shaming anybody, but, I'm 100% sure, positive, because I know these two people, that they were attempting to be helpful and share what they thought to be valuable information that helped them, so they thought it would help me. And I know that's usually the intent and the motive behind it, and we don't know what we're actually doing when we practice this toxic way of communicating with people. And so I just want to come in and share that little learning nugget to somebody. Hopefully, maybe it'll help somebody in the way they're relating to people, and they may see a difference in some of their relationships. All right, I hope everybody has a great day and a great weekend. Bye.